Okay.
Knicks, damn it.
All right, cool.
You had it.
As long.
Yeah, we did, yo. The perfect play.
Right there.
All right, cool.
You know what you said?
All right, cool. Other than that, everything else is good.
Yo, I'm going all the way with this shit, bro.
My man's a Knicks
fan, son. Welcome to the bandwagon, baby.
All right, cool.
Oh, shit.
He said it mad nonchalant like that nigga's for real, son.
Yo, y'all start?
Oh, shit. Sports Icon the podcast, take 3. Yo, what you said?
What you say about my mama?
Oh, shit. I might be taking it too far, Chris.
Nah, never too far, yo.
I gotta back off of that a little bit, kid.
Nah, yo, you good, yo.
You ready, P?
We almost had it.
Boom, 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 boom. Welcome. Oh, shit. Oh, man. He said, yo, what you said? Welcome back to Sportsmanlike Canuck Podcast. I'm your host, Cassius Clee. We are back in the studios of Industry City, Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn.
Ponix, what's up, man?
Zoo. Shame
Knicks
on you.
going into overtime, P. What you thought about that last shot?
By Tatum?
No, by
Brunson.
Brunson.
Something he makes, but you know, the Knicks luck is the Knicks luck.
All right. Brother, what's up?
Yo,
man?
I'm here, man.
Rudeness.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, smash all the buttons one time.
Big Chris.
Yeah.
One time.
Hope you can do this segment, my brother.
I'll be all right.
Stay with us. Stay with
I'm
us.
here. I'm here with you.
Stay focused,
Dirk
man.
Dash.
Peace, brother.
Only update me if the Knicks win, all right?
Coffee.
Big
Your
Joe,
Knicks
what's happening?
right.
Your Knicks win.
They losing tonight, kid. Just
All right, man.
Shut
NBA. Big Chris, I want to start with you.
Yes. Let's start.
Brunson. I know you love this guy. As soon as you hit
course.
that shot against
Pistons.
the Pistons, I
Yes.
text you.
Yes, you did.
What was my text?
We did it.
You said, let them know you love this guy.
We did it.
Is
Yeah,
he
he's a true Knick, yo.
is he your favorite player of all time now?
if we win a chip, yeah.
No, I'm talking about right now.
Nah, I mean, on the squad right now, yeah.
No, I'm saying,
Who's it?
who's your favorite
Who's your
player
favorite
of
Knick?
all time?
Who's my favorite Knick of all time?
It's gotta be.
Patrick Ewing.
It's gotta be Ewing, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean,
Of course.
of course it's Ewing. But
I could.
why?
I
Why
would say
gotta be
Mark.
you?
I would say Mark Jackson. Is my favorite
your
Knick
favorite?
of all time. Since I'm a Knick
it's a
fan now.
toss-up between Patrick Ewing and Bernard King.
Yeah, I was about to say Bernard King, easy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
to
say
me.
best player. Bernard King was probably the
No,
best player.
he's
that
my
Knick had.
favorite player, yo. He was one of my favorite
Yeah.
players when I was a kid, yo.
And he's from BK.
Word.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
I remember when I was a kid, I went to a Hofstra game because his brother was playing
Albert?
he was playing on the Hofstra squad, and just because he was a King, I was like, I gotta go see this dude play.
That's digging in the crates, son. Albert King. He played for the
Exactly.
Nets for a little while too.
Yeah,
Y'all like
That's
Bill
cool.
Cartwright too. That was one of my favorite players
Yeah.
too. Had the ugly free throw shot, but
How'd you like your
decide
first
too.
round? Your first round matchup.
made me nervous, yo. Every game was close. You know, I was worried about how they were gonna look moving forward, but. You know, I felt Tibbs didn't really utilize his bench the way that he's supposed to. He let his bigs get in foul trouble, and he had Precious on the bench, and he had Huck Porty on the bench. But he's sitting there with Robinson and Towns both got 4 and 5 fouls. Towns actually fouled out one of the games, so I was nervous.
He fouled out the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I wasn't nervous.
that's a big shot.
You
by
wasn't
Brunson.
nervous?
Nah.
I wish I could say.
yeah.
I wish
That's what
I
I'm
could
saying.
say I would say the same, yo.
yeah.
But
That's why
my
he wasn't
nerves
nervous.
was bad, yo.
Let me explain something to you.
You blew my cover, bro. That's
I went to a spot on Thursday to watch the game, right? Not gonna say, but it's Valley Street. Pollock's know where I was at. But yo, the highs and lows of those Knicks fans in that game, because Knicks were up and then Detroit went up 7. Yo, niggas was leaving the bar, angry, cursing, fighting, tussling. Yo, dead serious, son. Niggas was angry. Then Knicks, whatever they did, came back, tied the game up, and when Brunson hit the three, yo, everybody's all love and smiles again. Yo,
My bad, son. My
I knew
bad.
it, yo, I knew it, yo, Brunson.
We
yo, they
did
went
it.
nuts in that bar, son.
Rudy.
Yo, that's a good feeling, yo.
Look, we all had the Knicks to come out and
Yeah, we had Knicks in 6.
yes, we did.
I had Knicks in
We
6.
did. Even
I could have
me.
sworn you said Detroit.
No, I said the Knicks in 6. That's what I said.
So did I.
And
don't believe you.
even though it hurt me, you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
didn't want the Knicks to win, trust
I
me.
did not want the Knicks to win. I still think, that foul that they didn't call on what's the name on
Fuck out of here. Come on now. We
they
going back
gave
to
they
one
gave
play.
that way, but nevertheless
We
they
go-
play ball. They play ball, so I'll give it to
You
them.
can't say one
What
play.
about the foul
I
2
don't
seconds
care
before
about
that
it,
when
but-
I
Hart
ain't
got
see
knocked
that
to the
shit.
ground?
I ain't see that
Of
shit.
course you didn't.
I ain't see that shit.
Selective memory. Go ahead.
Hard to get knocked to the
Anyway,
ground.
they
He
did
fell,
what
he
they
fell.
had to do. So I got them. I had them going out of this round. So they did what they had to do. However,
Oh boy.
right,
Uh-huh.
there's a new team in town right now. Okay, and they ain't looking good right now.
Who, the Lakers?
No, I'm talking about the Knicks.
They're
And the
not
team that
looking
they're
good right
playing.
now. They're in overtime. What are you talking about? They're not looking good.
Yeah, he just sold on a fucking basket that he should have made. That he should have won.
Yeah, he hit a 3.
So
I like that against Detroit and missed that
he
one.
just choked, and that's why they in overtime. Let's talk about that.
He
Mr.
choked.
Yeah, he did choke. That was an easy layup, Brunson.
Nah, it wasn't a
Yeah, he
layup.
choked.
They ain't playing with house money. They tied. What
Yep.
you talking about?
They tied now, but they could have won the game, right?
It was a contest. It was a contested
Yeah.
shot.
No,
You making
no,
politics
it was a
stick up for the
contested
Knicks,
shot.
son.
The game's not over. What
I'm
are you
talking about
talking about?
regulation though. He choked regulation. That's what I'm saying.
How did he choke? He
Because
missed
he
the
missed
shot.
the layup. It was
It wasn't a layup. First of all, it wasn't a layup.
What was it?
It was a floater off the glass.
Yo,
a fucking layup.
It is a
It's not
layup.
a
It
jump
is a
shot.
yo,
It's
hold
not a
on.
jumper.
It was a contested
Hold on.
shot.
If
It was a
Oh,
contested
yeah,
floater.
this
glass?
shit went
Off
in
the
and went
glass.
out.
What?
And he missed the layup, yo.
It was
He
a-
missed the layup. He missed the
Alright.
layup. I agree. He missed the layup.
Fucking
Yeah,
jump
hold
shot.
on.
It's
If
not a
choke
jump
'cause
shot.
he
It's not a
missed the
jump
shot.
shot. It's a fucking layup.
if the
He didn't
Knicks
choke because he missed the shot.
if the Knicks somehow win this game, are we blaming Tatum down the stretch?
That's what you.
No, Knicks is
Yo,
playing.
come on, man.
Nah.
Somebody got co-sign with me.
No, look, the Knicks is playing
let me
ball. The
see.
fact that it's a close game.
Don't look at the game, bro.
It's surprising
I'm
to
not
me.
looking at
In
it.
Boston, it's
I am
surprising to
looking
me.
at it actually.
Don't
It's a good performance. They need to win the game, though. They
Yeah.
need to win the game.
Did you have Knicks winning the first round?
Yeah, I think we all did.
We all did.
What
Yeah.
about this round coming up against the Celtics?
The Knicks in 6? I don't got.
You don't got the Knicks in this one?
losing in 6.
Yeah. All right. Yo, P, you know what I want to talk about, right?
No.
The Los Angeles Lakers. You know I'm a Laker fan.
Are you?
Are you?
You're a Knicks fan.
Just said the Knicks.
You don't know who you
That's
are.
debatable. It's debatable. Now I thought LeBron played okay.
He played all right.
What?
Mm-mm.
He was all right.
Mm-mm.
Like, what do you think was going to happen?
Mm-mm.
But
See?
your man,
Oh, yeah.
AR
Yo,
15, came back to life.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk
Came
about
back
it.
to life, kid.
Let's talk about it.
I
Let's
was
talk
just
about
giving
it.
this dude props too. Fuck that,
Yeah.
yo.
What did I say about him though? What
That he was
he
better
he
than
had to
LeBron.
score 30 points in order for him to win to have a chance. Because I ain't had Lakers going.
He needed
Y'all had
13
Lakers
to give him a
going.
chance, man.
Huh? Y'all had Lakers going. I had the motherfuckers out the first round.
Hold on. P, what went wrong with the Lakers?
Multiple things. I think more than anything, I blame it on stubborn coaching.
Okay.
He got out coached. From a cerebral standpoint, it's just like I'm gonna go back to it because it's the best. Rudy Gobert on a nightly basis is not a 20-20 threat.
That's right.
And if he has 20-20 or you see the game trending that way, I understand you want to play small ball because your centers haven't been effective, but Rudy Gobert got 20 and 20. If that doesn't scream adjustment, you're going to lose that game. That's one. And then the game before that, they could have won. LeBron baited. Baited, a young person term. He didn't show up.
Okay, thank you.
Just-
No, because I was like, what the fuck is
He
that?
debated?
Baited.
He
Thank you.
Baited. I got a new word.
He did some bullshit down the stretch. They were up. They were up by 2. They were up by 2. He shoots a 3. Still time, a lot of time left on the clock. And then he threw the ball away.
Then he lost.
You feel me? And then you can't.
He just bullshit.
He's smarter. He's better than the mistakes that he made. And JJ, I think he fell back to earth. Austin Reeves fell back to earth. The Lakers as a whole fell back to earth, to be honest. I think that's what happened more or less.
Brother, Luka, what's his problem, bro? They putting the loss on him.
Why? Why they
First of
putting
all, I
the
don't want to
loss
hear about Luka in shape and not
Yeah.
out of shape. I don't want to hear this about Luka no more, bro.
on? Yeah, come on, son.
He's 25 years old. He took his team to the finals last year. I don't want to hear about Luka out of shape
and
anymore,
being
bro.
out of shape, son. He beat OKC by himself.
If he's out of shape, then I don't know what he's going to be if he's in shape, dog. He don't play defense like... Nobody plays defense.
Yeah.
Well, let me take that back.
That's not true.
That's not... You're right. I'm making an old man statement. Sorry about this. What I will say is the level of intensity in the playoffs. First of all, basketball is the only sport where the regular season does not translate to the playoffs, bro.
Agreed.
It goes way up the defensive intensity.
Hockey, too, if you follow hockey.
You know what I'm saying? Knicks won. Chris is happy.
Let's go!
Yes.
Yo, this is to little Chris, my son. Fuck your Celtics.
Damn.
Game 1, baby.
Chill, son.
I'm sorry. I still love you though, son.
Yeah, man.
There you
Talk
go.
to the Chris you don't know.
All right,
So-
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I think when I make statements like during the regular season, how the NBA is this and the NBA is that, like I said before, I'm not going to do that anymore. Because you cannot take regular season basketball and compare it to playoff basketball, bro. You can't do this anymore. You can't blame the players that they don't play as hard because I think the regular season is entertainment for us. The playoffs is that's where they make their money. That's where they really play their best and their hardest. I'm watching these
Or
games.
they get worse.
I'm not complaining about anything, bro.
Playoffs.
I'm not complaining about three. I'm not complaining about style of play. I'm seeing cats play hard. The refs
Absolutely.
kind of swallowing the whistle. They're letting them play. Like it's all good. Nah, man.
Yo,
Dirk, I'm good?
Yeah, you good.
Thank you, brother. Yes, sir. Thank you, Dirk. Whoa. But yeah, I'm
Unless you know a guy named Whistle. that is
No, I'm enjoying it, bro. It's a pleasure to watch these playoffs. But the Lakers,
Listen, I could run down a whole list.
I didn't know what to expect from them, bro. I had them going to the finals, though.
For real? This right here?
The conference finals. Oh no, you had them going to the NBA finals.
That's
I still
crazy.
remember that.
That's right, kid. I
That's
did.
fucking crazy, kid.
Yo, you was rooting for your squad, son.
Yo,
what you're supposed
LeBron
to
and
do.
Luka. Well, LeBron didn't play.
Of course.
Like
and
LeBron,
I
though.
fucking told y'all he wasn't going to show
You
up.
said Austin Reeves was gonna be good.
I
So
said
you were
I
half
did.
right
No,
and half
but
wrong.
this is what I said. In order for the Lakers to have a chance, he would have to average 30 points. He would have to get the ball.
Rudy,
I think he averaged 13.
Rudy, you know what happens if you half wrong?
What?
You're
You're
half
wrong.
right.
Okay. Still, but I knew who wasn't going to show the fuck up. I knew that.
No, LeBron still had
Don't
better
say the
than
numbers.
others.
He had good numbers.
Every fucking game he didn't do
He still
shit
had
first.
better, and
Every fucking game in the fourth quarter he did nothing.
he still had
And
better
he's supposed to be the
numbers than
fucking
you.
GOAT. But
Yo.
he's the GOAT though.
Yo, Chris,
He
He's the
had better
GOAT. He's the
numbers
GOAT.
than
Chris
you.
is a
He's
show
supposed
to show up tonight.
He's
so.
supposed to show up every fucking night if you the GOAT.
How many games did
He
you
looked
watch?
more
Rudy?
like fucking goat cheese than a fucking GOAT.
That
How
shit
many
stink.
games-
He
How
looked
many
like
games
shit that
How
every
many
fucking
games did
game.
you watch, Rudy?
All of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
I watch all of them.
I think his best game was what, game 2?
Why?
Why?
'Cause they won.
Why he had a better game?
No. Why was his best game?
Because that was the most effective game that he had.
Really?
And
Yeah.
he won.
That's not true.
Okay, what was his best game? What was his best game?
Bro, how many games did they win?
One.
None of them. He had a bad series, and he still did better than your guy.
He's supposed
You
to.
can, no. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Don't-
Because
yeah.
You had a whole topic. You had a whole topic of Austin Reeves being better than LeBron.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What did your man? What game did he have that was good?
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, let's do this.
I'll answer your questions. Answer
And
mine.
Reeves, the Lakers wouldn't even have third seed without Reeves.
That's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
You. The question that I'm asking you:
Uh-huh.
What game did Reeves show up in?
He didn't show up either.
In what game did he show up? None.
None.
So they both didn't show up.
It's a lot of nuns.
Yeah.
Kid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
About
They
Luka?
both didn't show up.
Yeah.
Luka showed up for one.
Uh-huh.
Luka. He showed up for one.
Luka did what he could do.
Yeah, Luka showed
Nah,
up
see,
25 a game.
but you want to attack Reeves, but you letting fucking Braun and Luka off the
How am
fucking
I letting them
hook
off
because
the hook?
Luka is there for them to win the chip,
We
and,
can pull up-
they didn't do what they supposed
We
to
can
do.
pull up
LeBron
the-
did nothing.
We can
kid.
pull up the numbers, bro.
I think
We can pull up the
y'all
numbers.
agree on LeBron, right?
No,
LeBron.
no,
LeBron
he said,
did-
no.
He's
LeBron
just
and
trying
John.
to paint the narrative that
I'm
LeBron
not-
did better than
No.
Reeves.
I'm not
He's
painting.
going off of that.
I'm not painting a narrative.
Okay,
I'm telling a truth.
okay,
Is what I'm saying. Ain't no
and I'm not
narrative.
disputing that.
Huh?
I'm not disputing
All
that.
right. So what I'm saying is you want me to be hypercritical of somebody and not critical of somebody else. That's inconsistent.
The expectation is higher though for LeBron
Bro,
than it is
guess what?
for
It
what's
is.
in
It is.
Okay.
And the game does get harder when the person that's supposed to show up doesn't show up. So now you're this third person or you're this third option. You're not showing up. So I can't afford to even have a mediocre game. Because guess what? It's going to get called mediocre. His bad games were if Austin Reeves even shot better than what? What? If you can pull up what he averaged this series. All his numbers were down. You weren't an option.
Yeah,
Have you ever played with a bad team?
Way down.
Yeah.
Have you ever played with a bad team?
Yes.
Not
Is
with
it,
us.
Is it harder to do the things that you're good at?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what happens.
He averaged
so what
20
I'm saying
during the
is,
season.
What
You
I'm
say
saying
the
is,
playoffs.
because Reeves did not play his role, yes, LeBron played bad. But it's more so because there was no third option. What else can I do?
So you saying that are you saying that LeBron played bad because Reeves
I'm saying
played bad?
I'm saying you want me to blame.
I want you to blame
Luka?
the fucking GOAT.
You want me to blame
I want you to
Luka?
blame the greatest of all times for not showing up for fourth quarter. That's what I want you to blame.
You want me to blame Luka and you want me to blame LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying in a basketball conversation, using basketball details. Of course, they are not going to be effective when nobody else is showing up. The one game that they did have, and you said that he showed up in, is because everybody played well. Anthony Edwards scored 15 points in that last game. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Rudy Gobert scored 27.
Yeah, 27.
And had 20 plus rebounds.
Wilt Chamberlain, back.
Right? Bro, you don't need a great game from Anthony Edwards. Do you see what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah.
You don't need
He did other things though.
exactly.
He
But
did
what I'm
other
saying
things.
is LeBron did other things. It don't matter when those other things are not doing it. It's hard to get an
We
assist when who you're passing the ball to is not making a shot.
Do you think
It's
this,
impossible.
You think this loss affects his legacy?
No, because I didn't expect it.
Me either. I think LeBron's just playing with house money.
He's
at this point.
40
That's
years
his
old,
life.
bro.
Nah,
He's 40 years
don't
old,
do
bro.
that.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
do
doing
that
that.
bullshit.
I'm doing that.
Don't do that
Can't do
40-year-old
that.
bullshit.
I'm doing that.
can't
I'm
do
doing
that.
that.
Can't do that
because
shit.
the
Yo,
thing,
No,
because
that
we're gonna
motherfucker's in the
sit
league
here
and he's the
We're gonna
greatest.
sit here. I'm not
Can't do
going
that
to
all
You
year.
argue.
fucking goat
I'm
cheese,
not gonna-
LeBron. You
I'm
fucking
not-
goat cheese.
I'm not about to have another argument about LeBron. But what I'm saying is the reason why I'm gonna say 40 years old is because you're still sitting here with glaring holes. Like I told y'all when we was trying to talk about this, and this is why it got fucked up in the beginning. What I'm saying is personnel matters in matchups. You have no matchup to fucking Rudy Gobert or a center, period. You have nobody to counteract the center.
traded
So
him.
now when you don't do anything and you don't fix that, it is hard to go into a series where you lack size, pause, and now you're saying, oh yeah, well, LeBron go get us there. That's not how basketball works,
Yo,
bro.
you didn't have-
That's not how
Yo,
basketball
you
works.
didn't have
And
Lakers
if y'all
coming
think
out
that's
first
how
round?
basketball works, there's no
Yo,
conversation.
P,
that I
you
can
didn't
have.
have
I
the
can't
Lakers
let you
coming
get
out
away with
first
that
round?
again, man.
P, you didn't have Lakers coming out first round?
Did I have Lakers going out the first
You had
round?
them losing to Minnesota?
I didn't have it. It was a toss-up for me.
I can't let you do that, P, again. Because
Hold on,
let me
hold
tell
on.
you.
Well, do you think they should have kept Anthony Davis then?
I think they should have played a center.
Just play the
It's
center.
not just play a center.
Do
The
they have
center
centers?
on the opposite side has 20 rebounds, and
So-
you decide to play small ball the whole game.
So who would they play?
That's dumb basketball.
So who'd you want them to play?
Huh?
What center?
Not what the what was her?
Jackson Hayes wasn't
Jackson
hurt.
Hayes.
Yeah,
You don't
Jackson
play
Hayes.
him. You don't play none of your bigs. In game 5 or game 4, whatever game it was.
5 is the last game.
Yeah, whatever. He didn't make a sub to the 5 that were in the game. He let them play the whole second half on some Tibbs shit. And you guys know how I feel about Tibbs.
All right,
You
play
are
8
making
players.
basketball mistakes against a team that already has advantages from a matchup perspective. You're not doing the things that you would need to do to beat or avert those mismatches. What am I saying? Basketball terms, that is not accurate.
I got one more
Because
question.
I'm waiting for the misdirect.
I'm gonna come back to you with the next
Good.
question. What you got? Oh,
My point is, your GM is playing on the court. He is the reason why Anthony Davis is not there. You could say all that matchup stuff, and it's 100% right. They didn't match up well, whatever. You got to make adjustments, and you got to play well, and sometimes you got to play above your head. Golden State doesn't have any size. There's no excuse for them. You know what I'm saying? Who else is still Knicks? Only have Cat, who doesn't even play like a big guy.
They don't
Pause.
have Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson.
No, but I'm saying, offensively, they don't have a big dude to do anything other than Cat, and Cat plays from outside. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a flaw somewhere around. But when you are the GM and you are the GOAT, so to speak, I don't believe it, of course, but when you make these decisions, you can't sidestep the result. When you were the sub-pseudo GM, you pulling these strings. Who the fuck is going to get rid of Anthony Davis if you know your team is lacking defense? With him there, and he's the best defender you got. So I agree with the stubbornness of JJ Redick. You got 30 years of assistant coaches on the bench, and you don't listen to any of them. You play 8 players, and none of them was over 6'9", when LeBron is the tallest person on the squad. I'm looking at Reeves' stats. He averaged 16 points a game. He averaged 20 for the season and averaged 16 a game for the playoffs. That's, playoffs slows down. So your points,
field goal percentage went down too.
yeah, he was shooting 40% from the field. It's not.
So JJ Redick got
That's just something to. Oh yeah, let's just look over that.
No,
That's
it's
a
the
big
playoffs.
deal.
No, it's not that it's a big deal or not. It's the playoffs. Shit gets different. The star players rise. The regular role players, that's what makes you win a series. So when you get rid of, when you get rid of your star player and your best role player for defensive with
Who's their best role player?
Anthony Davis, because he's the star and the best role player because he could play both ends. Nobody else on the Lakers is going to play both ends of the floor. And then you bring Luka, who only plays one side of the floor. And I get it. It's for the future maybe. But we cannot sidestep the result now. If you're going to tell me that I got these players to not advance in the playoffs, then all right, I got Luka because, we building for next year. This year doesn't count. Then I'll be like, all right, you talking about you made the 3rd seed and everybody got you going to the conference finals. And when you get eliminated in the first round, come on, son. This is your decision making.
Bro, I'm speaking to the game in the series. You're speaking to moves of conversations.
It still has to do with basketball players.
I'm not saying it doesn't. But what you're saying literally cannot be proved. It's all hearsay. You're talking about something. Yes, all right, cool. Let's say LeBron does it. Let's say I'll go with your narrative. And that's why I said I'm not going to say, what I'm saying is not a narrative. I'm talking about the game. I'm not talking about what I might have thought might have happened or what looks like something. What I'm saying is, even if I say what you're saying is true, what is the confirmation of it? How do we confirm it? Because when it first happened, the talk of the town before they became the 3rd seed was, oh, this is a move made for their future. They overachieved, and like y'all say, when you overachieve, it brings new expectations. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
All right, cool. So if that is what y'all going with, cool. This is the product that y'all have. How am I viewing the product? I'm not going to talk about a move that happened because we're past that already. No, trade deadline's over. Well, I'm not talking about a trade no more. But what I'm saying is when you're not doing stuff with the personnel in the moment, I'm not going to go back to a thing because there were things that you could have done. You didn't get swept. So there was things that you could have done that made the games more competitive.
Who was favored to win the series?
I don't know.
Lakers.
I just said it was a toss-up to me.
No, I'm not saying you personally.
but
I'm saying Lakers were favored to win the series. They were the 3rd seed. So the moves that were made caused the bad matchup, and then the coaching on top of it. It's an all totality thing of why they lost.
100%.
Now the expectation went up because they were as high as the 2 seed at one point coming down the stretch.
And the injury upset that.
But they were still, nobody counts injuries like that when you're in the playoffs as a 2 or 3 seed.
For sure, and nobody...
Because LeBron's hurt now after the series. That's another move.
He's hurt now.
You see, I'm not even going to... What I'm saying is, all right, just the same way nobody cares about... If nobody cares about injuries that affect where you fell to, right? If I give you that, how is it that you can't give me the same level of acceptance of my point when I'm saying nobody gives a fuck about the moves that you did or didn't make now? This is the team that you have. Thrive with the team that you have. We're making up excuses due to what? Because what LeBron said in the presser was true. He said AD said all season we needed a 5. And we traded AD. Is that fact or fiction? I'm not talking about a gossip. I'm not gossiping.
It's fact, but it's weak though.
So it is weak. I'm not talking about if it's weak or not. I'm just asking if it's true. If it's true or not. That's all I'm asking.
When the Lakers traded AD, what place were they in?
I don't even know.
They were like 5th or 6th.
All right. So after they traded AD, they got better, right? Because they got the 3rd seed.
Well, they won 8 out of 10 after they
got better.
And they were the 2 seed.
They got better. So why the fact that they lose in the playoffs is because they don't have a big when they got better after AD?
Because they're not good, bro.
No,
because
but you gotta look at the matchup of who they played though.
Listening,
it matters who they
We're
played.
saying the same thing. I understand what you say. It's the matchup, but you created the matchup issue. If you didn't play Minnesota,
I get it 100% what you're saying. Yeah, you created the matchup, but but what we're saying though is when the trade is the trade, and I get what Ponix is saying. Once the trade is over, you're in the playoffs now. So you can't go back and say, "Damn, I wish AD was here."
Oh yeah, I wish I had
over
a big.
now. That part is over.
So why is he saying it?
So what we're saying now at this point is JJ didn't play his personnel correctly.
Simple.
What personnel? He only had one person.
The same personnel that he just said got better.
Thank you.
No,
you just said it.
Yeah, they
you
got
literally
better.
just said
the
team got better
after they traded AD, right? They got better.
So why are we even bringing up AD then?
Thank you.
Well, because
if it's a better squad, you just said that it's a better squad.
You made it a matchup issue. When they had a matchup, they had something to combat with Rudy Gobert or Nas.
So how is it a matchup issue if
you just said that
AD
it's
is gone?
You just said they were a better squad once they got rid of AD.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so then why didn't they win then?
Why? Because they're not shit. That's why. Because LeBron James isn't shit. He's goat cheese. That's why they fucking lost. I don't give a fuck about the matchups. They got better. They got better after AD left, so you can't make it a matchup thing.
That's part of my point.
This is why conversations hit the wall, bro.
That's part of my point.
What did you say? What did you say? But before this time, because I'm gonna hold you accountable too.
What I say?
Because you started this segment saying, "Yo, whatever happens in the regular season is different when it comes to the playoffs." Did you not say that?
Yes.
So is it not a different game? Why are we talking about the regular season?
But they played their hand for that. Like, look, they had to know known this. They had to know that the game is different.
Bucket, son.
Listen, if the game is different in regular season, right? Why would they trade AD knowing that they're gonna need a big in the fucking playoffs? Why would they trade him?
In the West.
Why? They gotta be playing. Like, they want Luka over because Luka.
But why you guys?
They thought that Luka
Why do
was
you
going to
guys
take
keep
him
making
over the
this
hump.
like it's a like he? You make it seem like like the Lakers was like, yo, we don't want. It wasn't. He didn't get traded for somebody. We're only talking about one
Bro, I
side
have
of
to
the
the
trade.
finals, bro.
Wait, hold on.
They got Luka, LeBron.
We're not
bro.
talking. We're not talking about the effects of the trade for both teams, are we? No, right? We're not.
No.
We're only talking about one team. He traded with another team. But
Because one team didn't make the playoffs.
This is what I'm trying to say
One team
about.
didn't get the third
this
seed.
Is what, but no, for sure. This is what I'm trying to say about. We're talking about something that cannot be proven and is going to be hearsay. Because now we're talking about, oh, well, LeBron did this and blah, blah. Cool, whatever. You don't like LeBron, that's the narrative that you're going to go with. I don't care about that. But what I'm saying is, now we're initiating who made the deal and who didn't make the deal. Yo, we got Luka.
You
Can you
saying,
give us AD?
you saying it don't matter.
Yo, listen, that's like,
matter.
listen, no, but listen, that's like me saying
Nah, it don't matter.
if the Lakers, if the Knicks don't win this series against the Celtics, that's like me saying that's because we fucking traded Randall.
Exactly.
That's not the same shit.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not. No, it's not.
It literally is.
It's
because
not.
Randall wasn't
It's not.
there at all this season.
Exactly.
Randall was the reason why they probably didn't make it further last year because he was hurt, not
Chris,
because he was traded.
Let me ask you a question. We gotta
Yes.
get out of
Fucking
here.
Yes.
Nick guys
Yes.
on the win want to
That's what
talk
I'm saying.
shit.
Word.
I'm gonna fucking find you outside. Where your car, man?
Yo, why did Lakers lose? Real quick, we gotta go.
Why did the Lakers lose?
Yes.
Because JJ Redick didn't coach them properly. He basically didn't substitute. He didn't play all his plays correctly, and LeBron.
Oh, that's what I want to hear. That's all I want to
listen,
fucking hear.
LeBron is getting older.
I don't
LeBron
wanna hear
can't
that
go
shit
hard.
either.
Can't say that.
See what I'm saying?
Luka doesn't play defense. Austin
LeBron's
Reeves
still
didn't
top
score,
three in the
didn't
league,
have his
son.
30 points. There's numerous reasons.
There's a lot of things going their way.
So wait, so LeBron is not top 3 players in the league? What do you rank LeBron in the league as a player?
Top 10.
Top 10?
He went from 3 to 10 after this loss?
He's not.
I ain't
He
having-
wasn't top 3.
I ain't having
He
him.
wasn't top 3.
I don't have him top 3.
He was top 3?
No, I
don't have
never.
him top
I
three.
would
I
never
couldn't
have
even
him
I'm
top
talking
top
about in the league right
In
now.
the league right now, yes.
He's not
Not
top
you,
3.
he's top
not
three.
top 3.
Who's the top 3?
You have him top
Who's the,
three?
You have LeBron as top
Who's
3
the
in the
top
league?
three?
I have him in the top 5 in the league.
How?
So who's
just
the
said
top
top
3?
Fucking got him top 5.
Who was the
At
3?
40?
3, number 1 is Joker.
Okay.
Joker's
Okay.
number 1. SGA, of course.
Okay.
Who else? Ant-Man was pretty
So
good.
you don't even have him top 3.
No, I said I have him top 5.
Yeah, top
So why
5.
were you surprised when we said he's not top 3?
No, I said top 10. Somebody said
No,
top 10.
you said top 10.
He
You
said
said he's
top
not
10.
top 3.
Yeah.
You started off and said, so
Yes.
LeBron's not top 3.
Well,
Can
I'm
we
saying
rewind the
according-
tape?
according to
Rewind
what
the
y'all
tape.
saying.
You said he was top 3. And
I'm
then
saying
you said,
to what y'all was saying when we started the beginning of the season, he wasn't top 3 in the league. I have him in the top 5.
No, he wasn't top 3. I had
the
him
league?
top 5. He wasn't
So,
top 3.
okay, so if you have him top 5, we cannot use the excuse he's old. I don't want to hear
We're
that
not
shit.
using an excuse.
Somebody said it.
Chris said he's
Somebody
40 years
said
old.
it. I'm not using
Wait,
it. Hold on.
Why can't we go back to what I said, but we can't go back to what you said? Why do we keep moving the goalposts?
Yo,
Why
this
do we
is the
keep
shit
moving the
y'all always
goalposts?
do.
It's the show.
There's no moving the goalposts.
You're moving the
Look,
goalposts.
You said he's old,
I said
right?
no. I said he's not the same.
Yeah,
He's
5
not the
reasons.
same.
Shit,
Since
yo.
when?
You ready? Hold on. I gotta get this answer before we get out of here.
All right.
Why did the Lakers
He's gonna
lose?
just say
They lost because of fucking LeBron James. That's why they lost.
All right, cool. Oh, why did the Lakers lose?
And we talking about just playing
Because AD
basketball.
wasn't there.
AD was not there, and they needed a big man. But they just didn't listen. The trade had a lot to do with what they're doing. The trade just happened 2 months ago, so it's still relevant of what happened. Would they have got to the 3 seed with AD? Who knows?
Hell no.
Who knows? But
They still would have lost, too.
they still lost to a lower seed.
You might have answered this already. Why did the Lakers lose?
don't even know what's the point of me.
Personnel.
I don't even know what's the point of me.
It can't be personnel, man. This is
It
what you
is
did to get to the
personnel.
second
It
and
is
third seed.
personnel. It is personnel because, bro, first of
You
all,
just
let's
didn't
not-
play
This
well.
is the first up. Yes, because your personnel didn't show up.
All right.
Your personnel shows up to get to the third
Star
seed.
didn't show up.
Oh, you're
I
talking
was
about
saying,
the
yo,
yo,
the Stars didn't show
yo,
up.
I gotta keep changing this shit. Yo.
He's saying they didn't show up, bro.
No, he's saying,
They showed up to get the third seed, right?
But they didn't fucking show up now.
Thank
They're
you.
not-
When he
they're not
said
good, bro.
personnel,
No.
he's saying everybody
Thank you,
didn't
bro.
show up
No,
except
I'm not
for
saying
No,
LeBron.
you
that.
said if you
He
say
literally
hold
said
on,
what I
if you
said.
say they
And
didn't
y'all
show up,
add-
that's
yo,
one thing. When you
y'all-
say personnel,
y'all
that's
added-
something different.
Y'all
That
added
is something
to what I
different,
said, and
yo.
he's repeating exactly what I said.
No.
Bro, y'all lost. Y'all better off to say y'all don't like the nigga, bro.
I have no
Let's keep it
problem with
pushing,
it.
bro.
I have no
That's exactly
problem
what
with how
LeBron
LeBron
plays.
plays.
You sit here
Yeah.
yelling about somebody that y'all don't like.
Clarify for me.
Like, I'm
Clarify for me.
Yo, so wait, hold on. So no, wait.
I didn't blame
So-
LeBron
So
once.
wait, yeah. You
I didn't
did.
blame LeBron
Hold
once.
on. You started off by saying your GM
I'm
is
talking about
on the
playing.
court.
I'm talking about
You said your
playing.
GM is on the court
Yes,
playing.
that-
So that's
No, I'm not talking about his play. I'm not talking about his play. I said his GMing is what
Okay.
caused him. I didn't say nothing. Look at the tape. I didn't say anything about he had a bad game. I didn't say any of that shit. Y'all say y'all giving him an excuse that he's old. I ain't say none of that
wrong
shit.
for that.
Giving him
No.
that excuse.
I didn't say you. I said you.
Yo, they're not good, bro.
No.
I thought
Listen,
they'd be better.
You said clarify for you, right?
Yeah, clarify for me.
Clarify for you. The problem with clarifying for you, right, is you're trying to make an argument. I'm not even arguing what you're arguing, yet you're saying I'm wrong. Literally. There's no reason to clarify because you're just going to turn around and then go say goat cheese again like you did 3 times. So what are you really asking me to do? I'm confused. Clarify for me.
Clarify for me. I mean, I'm not gonna
What
say
I'm
it.
saying,
I already said what I said.
Listen.
Goat
Listen.
cheese.
How many times have we seen an upset in the playoffs? Plenty of times, right?
Yes.
Cool. Rhetorical question. My whole thing is, does this thing happen? Yes, because matchups are matchups. There's certain places that you want to fall, whether you're good or bad, because of where you might meet a team, what you got going on. Fact or fiction? I'm
Facts.
lying. All right, so when I'm saying the personnel and the matchups, bro, regardless of the fact, they were better off going against a team that they actually matched up against. So the reason why I said it's a toss-up is because they have the star players. But
Let me see what
they
the
have a
silly
lot of
season
things
was.
that they need to go right. And if one of those things go wrong, they will lose. And that's exactly what happened.
Yo, Lakers lost because they're not good, man. I thought they played better. Luka, they trying to put all the blame on Luka. It's ridiculous,
that's
bro.
whack.
They trying to make him the scapegoat. JJ Redick had a bad. He's a rookie coach, bro.
Exactly.
He played cats for the whole. What was it, fourth
Second
quarter?
half.
Only people he could trust.
They say LeBron didn't have a good fourth quarter. He actually did, bro. He played good defense. He had like 2-3 blocks.
Defense. The whole league doesn't play defense.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Yo,
You didn't say that, bro. Bro, they barely lost.
The defense, look.
Rudy, they barely lost though, bro.
I don't
They
give a
played good
fuck.
defense.
I don't give a
Can't
fuck about
happen,
them
bro.
barely losing. They lost.
I know.
Right? They
Conversation
lost.
can't happen, bro.
They lost, and they had the greatest best. They had the GOAT on
I'm
their
not-
fucking squad.
I don't care about
and
none of that
They
GOAT.
Exactly,
lost,
because
right?
you're saying
he
a
did
bunch of
nothing for fucking 5 games in the fourth
That's
quarter.
not true.
Less than 10 points.
That's not true.
I ain't gonna say that. The one that they had, that the shit went out of bounds on
He
somebody's
fested,
foot.
that's what I said.
He played a good game in that game.
But-
He didn't
but-
score.
but the last game?
I didn't blame.
He had
That's
2-3
what I'm saying.
blocks.
I
But the
didn't
last
blame
game?
LeBron's basketball
What game you
playing
talking
in
about,
this
game four?
series.
What game was that? We was at Trick's crib. That game. What was that, 3?
Yeah, no, that was 4.
No, that was
4.
Yeah.
All right, so 1 out of 5 games he played well. The GOAT.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm
They're
done,
not good,
man.
bro.
I'm fucking done.
These teams are young. They coming. They coming
Go
up, son.
fucking
You're
cheese.
patronizing,
All right.
bro. Because you're picking and choosing what matters.
Let's go
when
Knicks.
It does matter, bro. It doesn't even make sense.
Turk, what up, man? How them Knicks doing?
Knicks won, brother.
Thank you. Where we going next Monday?
MSG.
We're gonna be
Yes.
in these
Let's
streets.
go.
What time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
gonna be
on
there
my
like 7,
$20,000
6:30?
chain. Come
Yes.
see me, son.
All right, kid. Sports for like
Yo, put that camera
See y'all at
on.
MSG next Monday.
Peace.
Peace.
Go cheese.